Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Positivity Keys podcast. I am Laura Allen, and I am so grateful you're here with me today. So, as we close out this year, I wanted to dive into a topic that holds many of us back from living the life that we truly want: the fear of change. Today, we're talking about fear of change in particular. It's something that we all experience at one point or another, whether it's fear of starting something new, fear of failure, or even fear of success. This emotion can keep us stuck in cycles that do not serve us. But here's the good news. Lasting change is possible, and you are capable of pushing through those boundaries. In fact, earlier this month, we launched the Elevate Your Life program, which is all about breaking through those self-imposed limits to create lasting transformation. While it's been super inspiring to see people take those first steps, I know there's still many of you out there who might feel stuck on the edge of change, unsure how to move forward, and so that's why we're diving in today. So, why does fear of change even exist? Well, fear of change is rooted in our biology. Our brains are wired to favor stability and predictability because for our ancestors, the unknown was super dangerous. But today, this wiring can keep us stuck, even when we know that the change is necessary for growth. So, fear manifests itself in our lives super subtly, and sometimes we don't even see it happening. In ways like procrastinating on making decisions or doubting your ability to succeed, clinging to habits or environments that feel safe, but they're not fulfilling at all. So, what if we could reframe that fear as an opportunity? So, this is where we offer a mindset shift to ourselves. What if we could see fear not as a stop sign, but a signal? So when it comes up, you recognize it. Fear often means that we're standing on the edge of something meaningful. It's like a new opportunity, a new chapter, or a new version of ourselves coming up. So, my goodness, when it comes to fear, there's so many stories that I could tell. I mean, human beings on an everyday scale have fear probably every day. It hits you in some way or another. It can be just a tiny thing, like, walking down the stairs in your high heels, or it can mean something bigger than that when you get scared of losing a loved one, or you maybe get fearful that you're going to get sick when you see someone else coughing, or all kinds of different things. So how do we shift out of that? Well, some of these things that I use to overcome this, that I've actually trained my brain to feel the fear, and I can feel it in the pit of my stomach. I can feel it like a shiver, or, it's a bodily emotion for me that I can recognize. And once I recognize it, I stop and I think about it for a second. Think about what to do instead of just reacting. If, we can train ourselves not to immediately react and actually have a moment in between where we get to decide what happens next. Usually if I say, why am I afraid of this? It immediately diffuses some of the fear, because when I recognize that it's nothing really to even be feared in the first place, then now I get to make a choice. And if that doesn't work, then if it's something that I need to work on further, I might take note of it. And then if I don't have to react right away, I might write it down in my journal and figure out, what is the fear? Why is it making me feel this way? And what do I do about it? And I start analyzing it. Recognizing it in the first place is half the battle. And then figuring out what to do about it, that's the second part of it. So if you can use, my tips or other tips, you're going to be able to overcome this fear and you're going to be able to push forward. So the first step is to start small. Big change feels overwhelming, but when you break them down into tiny, manageable little steps, they become much less intimidating. For example, if you want to start a new habit, begin with just 5 minutes a day. So if you want to change your fear habits, when you get scared, just stop and recognize that you're actually being fearful. And if you do that multiple times, you're going to start to recognize when it happens, how you feel, how your body feels. Highlight the importance of community support. I think this is big, right? Change doesn't have to be a solo journey. So if you can find a support system, whether it's a friend or a mentor or even a program designed to guide you, surround yourself with the people who uplift and encourage you to make all the difference. Sometimes when we're scared and we're feeling like we're alone and we don't know what to do, sometimes just hearing somebody else's fear makes us understand that we're not alone in this journey, that other people have fears too, and how did they overcome them? So seek the support that you need. So fear of change is natural, but it doesn't have to control you. You have the power to take the first step, no matter how small, and start moving forward toward the life that you want. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's about showing up for yourself every day, even when it feels hard. For those of you ready to dive deeper into this journey, I encourage you to explore tools and resources designed to help you grow. I've seen many people taking that leap this month with the Elevate Your Life program. It's a reminder that we're all capable of amazing things when we decide to push through fear and step into possibility. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's topic. What's one change that you've been afraid to make, and what's one small step that you could take going towards it? Share your story with me on social media or email me at laura@positivitykeys.com. I would love to have a conversation with you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, change starts with one small step, and you've got this. Until next time, I'm super, super, super grateful that you were here today. Take care and stay positive.